The drug trade. A dark, dangerous world hidden from the eyes of the everyday citizen. It thrives in the shadows. Fueled by desperation and greed, it preys on the vulnerable, exploiting their weaknesses and fears. It's a world where loyalty is fleeting, betrayal is common, and violence is the ultimate currency. Trust is a rare commodity, and survival is never guaranteed. This underworld operates by its own rules, a parallel society with its own code of conduct and justice. It's a ruthless game. The stakes are high wealth unimaginable or a swift, brutal end. Every decision could mean life or death. This is the world that bred our protagonist, a man known only as El Diablo, a figure shrouded in mystery and fear. His story is not one of redemption, but of ambition, ruthlessness, and the intoxicating allure of power. He rose through the ranks with a singular focus. It's a stark reminder of the human capacity for both great good and monstrous evil. The duality of man is ever present. El Diablo's tale is a cautionary descent into the heart of darkness, a stark reminder of the costs of unchecked ambition. His journey serves as a warning to all who dare to follow in his footsteps. El Diablo wasn't born into this world, he was drawn into it. His beginnings were humble, his childhood marked by poverty. He grew up in the slums, where opportunity was scarce, and hope was even scarcer. He yearned for a way out, a chance to escape the suffocating grip of poverty. He found his escape in the drug trade. It started small, running errands, delivering packages. But he was quick, resourceful, and utterly ruthless. He rose through the ranks, his ambition fueled by a potent cocktail of greed and desperation. El Diablo was a natural. He had a mind for the business, a knack for strategy, and an utter disregard for human life that instilled fear and begrudging respect. He eliminated his rivals with chilling efficiency. His brutality became his trademark, his ruthlessness a whisper that preceded his name. He consolidated power, uniting disparate factions under his banner. His empire grew, stretching across borders, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of narcotics and an army of loyal followers who would kill and die at his command. He became a phantom, a whisper in the night, both feared and revered. Section 4. A kingdom built on blood and cocaine. El Diablo's rise brought unimaginable wealth, a fortune that seemed almost mythical. Money, once a distant dream, flowed like water, cascading endlessly into his coffers. He traded his slums for opulent mansions, each more grandiose than the last, his anonymity for a life of extravagant excess, where every whim was indulged. Diamonds glittered on his fingers, symbols of his newfound power and influence. Designer clothes draped his once gaunt frame, now a testament to his transformation. He surrounded himself with beautiful women, expensive cars, and the trappings of success, and enough champagne and cocaine to drown a small nation, fueling his hedonistic lifestyle. But behind the facade of wealth and opulence, the monster lurked, ever present. His eyes, once filled with youthful naivete, were now cold, devoid of innocence, hardened by years of violence and brutality, each act leaving a scar on his soul. His soul, once yearning for escape, was now shackled to his empire of sin, a prison of his own making. The price of his success was etched onto his very being, a map of his choices and regrets, a constant reminder of the path he had chosen, a path paved with blood and cocaine. Section 5. The Wages of Sin, Paradise Lost. The higher he climbed, the further he fell. His empire, built on a foundation of violence and fear, began to crumble under its own weight. His enemies, driven by envy and revenge, united against him. The authorities closed in, their patience worn thin by his disregard for the law. His inner circle, once unwavering in their loyalty, crumbled under the pressure of betrayal and suspicion. He became a prisoner of his own making, trapped in a gilded cage of his own design, haunted by the ghosts of his past. Section 6. Legacy of a Phantom. El Diablo's story is a cautionary tale, a haunting reminder of the perils that come with a life of crime. It's a reminder that the pursuit of power, fueled by greed and devoid of compassion, is a dangerous game. The alliances he forged were as fragile as the promises he made. His empire, built on blood and cocaine, ultimately crumbled, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. The once grand mansion now stands as a ghostly relic of his reign. Whether he met his end at the hands of his enemies or in the cold confines of a prison cell remains a mystery. the whispers of his fate still echo in the underworld. His fate, much like his life, is shrouded in shadow and speculation. The legend of El Diablo continues to haunt those who remember his name. El Diablo's reign of terror may have ended, but his story serves as a stark reminder of the seductive power of darkness and the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition. His legacy, a phantom that lingers, warns us of the price of power.